Hello guys, this is Mr. Jaeger with a bit of a warning. Not a bad warning, but a good warning. Basically, this episode is long, as you can probably tell. This basically has the entire siege of Carthage. So if you want to progress further than just the siege of Carthage, then by all means feel free to skip this episode if you wish. But if you want to get all the details and all the gruesome stuff, then by all means stick through it and watch in your own time or however you wish to watch my episodes. I thank you immensely for doing so, and I hope you have a great time watching it. But this is just a warning for those who may have not the stomach for this particular journey. Anyway, thank you very much once again, and enjoy. Hey guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to our little old Spartan front. The time has arrived. We are at Carthage, and we are laying siege. And our forces are ready and willing to fight for the glory of our Spartan forces. But first, a quick reminder as to what happened for all those who didn't watch the episode and don't mind spoilers. Okay, so for anyone who did go, I hope they are gone. If not, your spoilers are going to be hit. So, we commenced the last episode with a battle at Kirko, securing and winning our first fight against the Carthaginian horde, as marked by these two lovely little swords. Poe didn't know it. And then, of course, the Carthaginians launched a counterattack, grabbed the town of Motiard, luckily didn't really push out further. The children of Teach moved along, re-secured the sector, and eliminated the Carthaginian advantage, i.e. elephants, with a fuckload of javelins, which I love. And now we are in the process of just solidifying our hold whilst re-recruiting a unit of Skitatai that got obliterated in the last episode. And then we're going to launch a counterattack to eliminate the remnants of this army over here, which is also being led by an enemy. In fact, it's Nape! Oh, Nappy! Nappy! Oh, he's brilliant, he's there. We also recruited a new general in the army of Helen's Faithful, which basically these guys are elited soldiers. Admittedly elited. They're basically going to be the go-to defense. I've had to hire some mercenaries to counter and pray that we can hold the line, as you were, against the Carthaginian forces that have made landfall around the town of Catane. I've got an army. Basically, once we've taken care of that, we're going to shift east. This fleet is also shifting east to try and take care of the things, but we are still at a bit of a disadvantage. The Carthaginians can still inflict some defeats upon us, but the real thing is that we have surrounded the Carthaginian horde and are now about to launch an attack on their city. We have we have like 9,000 forces. The enemy have probably about 5,000, so we outnumber them by 2. The enemy does, of course, have a giant garrison. I mean, this is their army inside, which is fairly powerful. Not really much archers except for their javelins, and then they've got some reinforcements, but it's this army with its 2 jet elephants that I'm rather worried about. But I've got ballistae, and I got ballistae, and I got more ballistae. So 3 armies with ballista. Yeah, this episode's going to be long. Just going to warn you right now. This episode is going to be about the siege of Carthage. As you can see, it's not very big. But it is exactly like it was at the E3 Rome presentation. That's a bit of a disappointment that we don't get the famous massive... like, the settlement here is apparently big, but the settlement isn't. A bit disappointing. Like, we've gone 100 and something episodes, and you'd think the Carthaginians would have upgraded themselves a bit, but no. Episodes. 100 and so turns, taking out loads of other locations, and unfortunately they haven't updated their settlement, which is really sad. I was really depressed about that. I mean, that said, it does mean we'd have a smaller garrison, but you know what I mean. But, regardless, we're here. Oh no, we're not fighting in the fog. Thank you. Slingers. So Carthage. This is the famous city, which doesn't really make much sense. They have all this stuff up the top here, but they don't actually have any means for you to actually get to it. So I'm going to assume you would somehow make your way down there, but... Oh, you kind of do. You kind of do. Ish. But regardless. I'm sure there's like some hidden passageway up to the top or whatever. But really, our objective is to capture... Oh, really? That's the main capture point, not up here? Is that the HQ? No, that's the actual... Or is it that one? No, that is apparently the big one. It's the biggest marker on the thing, but I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go for there. Because that's actually at the back of the settlement. Which is not here, which is unfair. Anyway, regardless. Reinforcements will come through.
At your service.
All the ladders, we'll dump them in the background. We don't need them. And we're back. So, apologies for the slight confusion. Basically, what I did was I basically relogged and attempted to basically fight this battle again. With the hopes of, like, shifting up the command structure so we know who and what is available or whatever. And it looks like it's not going to be the case that we're going to be able to... Yeah, he's going to make in time. It looks like it's not going to be the case. What we are going to do is we are going to shift some of the horsemen. And we're still going to have those 2 cavalry units to try and do whatever that can actually do stuff. But in terms of a cavalry usage, we're going to basically get rid of the majority cavalry that's in this army. And instead, what we're going to try and do is have a bit of a protracted siege where we will move up one group of, excuse me, move up one group of onagers, or ballista, hammer a section of the wall. When they run out of ammo, withdraw them. And then when the next group of potential onagers come up, we do the same thing. Now, obviously, I want to, you know, have 2 sets of onagers on ballista on hand, so that way we can speed that process up. But at the same time, it may also be a concept that we will have to accept that there may be a bit of an issue with the siege. It will be annoying because it means I won't have deployed my entire army fairly, but at the same time, it is what it is. But what we will do is reduce the potential for the battle to go to shit by deleting all of these troops. Really? I even do it perfectly, and they still do that glitch. GG. We will use some of these Spartan new troops, though. Like, the infantry we're getting is going to be very good, but I would personally prefer some onagers to come on scene. Because I don't want to waste lives by taking them. But then again, the whole point of this army is to try and push in. So, the areas I want to create gaps in is here and here. And I even tried like making it so that the infantry in the center, well, the army in the center was the one that was going to be like in terms of reinforcement, so that if it was the first or the last one, because basically when the battle was about to begin, you have the option of moving some of your armies to change which army comes in as reinforcement. So I moved the army which had no artillery into the center in a vain hope that by doing so would result in you know what, Perioikoi Hopate, you're not coming in.
Yours to command.
No, Perioikoi Hopate, they are useless as an infantry unit. I'd rather have normal Hopate.
By your command.
Withdraw.
Withdraw.
You're not having, I'm not having you in this battle, that's for damn sure. Hopate, no problem. You are in battle, and you're glorious in battle. I mean, look, Perioikoi Hopate, right? Sort of okay. Normal Hoplite looks so much more badass. Apologies for that. And what comes out? More Perioikoi Hopate, yes? Yes! Oh no, they're withdrawing, so it's just more normal Hoplite. Yay. Could I please have an onager? Is it my kingdom for an onager? No? You're all pricks. Oh, for God's sake, let me guess. You come into the battlefield scared. Get out. Cowards. Like, all these guys are fresh and encouraged. It's gonna be another one, isn't it? It's gonna be another one. It's gonna be another fucking... No, these guys look like normal Hoplite. Hoplite. And... Hoplite!
Hoplites!
For fuck's sake. Oh, look, we have another hoplite. No, sword infantry. So, no fucking onager. GG. Is there like a limit to how many onager we've got? Right, well, we've withdrawn enough of the shit units, so we might as well commit to what we've got. And have the long siege, and fingers crossed we do something good with it. Okay, so the initial breakthrough area that I want to grab is this area here. This is the place I want to attack. There are no towers within an immediate range of this point. Obviously, we have the gatehouse, which sucks. But the other towers are... Right, he's there, but the other tower, which is like all the way over there. So, it's... yeah. They're going to do something, but at least if we can crack this section of the wall, we'll have eyes on in the town. Which is the important thing.
We await your command. Hostages, ready!
So, what we'll do now is we will bring forth the onagers to plough their way through the field. Whilst I somewhat organise this extremely long line of hoplite forces. I mean, I'm proud as all hell to see this army as it is, but at the same time, I'm like, God damn it. Right. Spartan light hoplite. I'm not exactly a fan of light hoplite, especially with no armor. You will withdraw. And if I'm lucky, another bloody unit of onagers will show up. But if I'm not lucky, a shit unit will show up. But oh well. I really wish you could handpick what reinforcements can come in. Just so that way you know what you're getting. Instead of having this really stupid system where it's like, oh, you might get the army that you want in the reinforcement line, or you might not. That it. Seriously. GG. I've thrown out so many troops. Right, well, looks like we're going to have to commit with what we've got. Which is stupid, because I know I got more. GG. Okay, so a group of onagers is all we're allowed, apparently. Which sucks. A lot. But, what can we do? Right, you will form up here. Really should have made you into a new unit. So you three are the commanders. Is there any other dude? You are another commander. Okay. We should probably have a really shit unit to reflect. Actually, no. We'll put the cavalry up towards here, so we know that this is the last. So we know that all the dudes here are hoplite. Right, hoplite, reform and look badass. Spartan swordsman will actually form up the rear line here. And the second-rate swordsman / Spartan hoplite, or Spartan epilabali, will form up here. And then, of course, the slingers, who will potentially do some damage, however much I doubt it, will also form up as such. The generals of the force will form up around here. Hoplite will regroup and move over to here. Let's say about here-ish, maybe. They will constitute the first, well, they will constitute a sort of bulk charge wave. You guys will form up the second. Actually, you guys will form up in front of them. No, don't fucking start shooting, you idiots. Wasted a bloody shot on that, idiots. Swear to God, it's like handling children. And you guys will form up roundabout there-ish, I'd say. Right, both of yous, form up. No shooty shoot. I want to be as close as I can, which to a degree I could actually put them up here, because they're not going to be in range of any of the archery towers. Right, begin to form up. Slingers, I will have you form up. Yep. Hoplites, you will form up here. Elite Spartan infantry will move here. Inside the houses and all that. Oh, for a second I thought it was like I thought it was like some kind of special counterattack, but it turns out it's actually not. Also, GG. They're stuck on... They're just having a little coastal ride, that's all. Right. Generals will form up around here-ish, supported by cavalry. Right, once the reinforcements get here, we will start the massive the massive attack, which will hopefully destroy Carthage. It's not a very big settlement, which is going to make fighting in it very difficult. Right, you in position? More or less. Alright, cool. Now you may commence bombardment.
Field artillery ready.
As per usual, misses everything, except, did we kill anyone? No, of course not. I like how I get close, and even then you still can't help but miss a large number of your shots. Anyone dead from that? Okay, so we can assume they haven't done anything yet. Regretfully, I have actually looked on the Steam Workshop forums, and it doesn't seem to be there doesn't seem to be a ammunition refill mod available for Rome 2 Total War, which is a bit of a shame, really, because I found that to be quite a nice little thing. Now, you could argue it's slight cheatsy doodles because it means then that did I get an elephant? No, we just killed a whole bunch of cavalry. Looks like we got two of them at the same time. Nice. Oh, lovely. Oh, hello, giant army of shitloads of troops. Is that elephants? No. I'm fucking terrified of elephants. They're just like, is it an elephant? No, it's not an elephant. There's a shot. Please stop missing. Please stop missing. You don't have that much ammo. Right, begin shooting that, because I'm certain that one of the fallouts will be that you will hit and damage the other wall. Like that. Or not. There's the elephants. They will be the problem. Question. You are good against large, right? Really? One of you fuckers shoot there. Oh, now you can start shooting there. Brilliant! I think we just nuked a shitload of peltis as well. Fantastic. Bring this wall section down. That'll make my life a lot easier. And then if we can breach that down, that'll be brilliant, even more so. This will be a lovely little gap to attack from. Also, G-fucking-G. Oh, nice. Got some damage in there. That's a lot of fucking dudes. I mean, they're going to be under heavy levels of fire, but I'm going to definitely put my slingers into there. Come on, do some more damage. I'd like for you to begin shooting that before you run out of ammo. Come on. Could you stop missing, for the love of God? Please. I know you're ballista. I know you're not as effective. Fuck. Damn you all to hell for running out of a... Like, that first shot that you fired for no reason, yeah, I bet you're really... I'm really making you regret that now. Right, well, you're going to do what you can against that wall section. The good news, though, is that we do now have a large enough breach to be able to take advantage of, which is useful. The issue will be is to... Well, that's actually not too bad. I just wish you were more accurate. Right. Just random. Just this one shot. It's like, fuck you. Right. You may begin moving back. You lads may begin moving up. You may not shoot at will unless I tell you to. Right. Slingers will move up and start doing stuff. The onagers... Double time, lads. The enemy are going to try and counterattack with whatever they got, and we got to be ready for them. Slingers will move up into position, and hopefully we can do some damage to stop them from getting that advantage. If we can knock out this stone wall formation, then I'll focus on knocking out maybe this gate, like this tower, and literally just that breach. I think will be the one we want to pile our shit through. What we'll do is we'll nuke these towers to make like taking it out a little better. And if we have some spare ammo, then we may consider opening up another breach on this side. But my main aim is to create a large enough breach here to pour soldiers through.
Slingers!
Right, you're in range, hopefully not of the tower. No. Once you're in position, you may fire when ready. And I imagine you're probably going to end up having to spend more time. Right, you in position? Come on. That one dude who wants to take his time getting there. Come on.
Pick your targets, men!
Open up. Unleash the full fury. And hopefully you'll all not just target the random sods on the side. For fuck's sake.
Missile infantry! Loose!
Idiots. You have all these options ahead of you, so you go for the guys on the left. Morons.
Anyone who runs will answer to my rage! Slingers!
I had a feeling you guys would start taking fire from...
I will not go to my death quietly. Missiles ready and waiting.
Right. Catapults, you there? Nope, taking your time. It's fine.
Halt, men!
Reform.
At your service.
Right, so that's the effectiveness of that range. Gonna start pelting them over there.
Fire! Enjoy yourselves!
They're gonna start opening up over there, aren't they? With the whole cover and shit. Oh no. Yeah, they will. Are they gonna do anything? These things are not really designed... Slingers aren't really designed to go against walled settlements, are they? At least not to my knowledge.
We await your command. By your command.
Right, knock out those mercenary hoplite. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, really? Go on. Move into position if you want to get a shot in.
Missile infantry at
The
your
plebs who
command.
want to get shot, by all means, do so at your own peril. Okay, so it looks like these guys are good at shooting at those dudes.
Fire on the enemy!
Right, keep shooting, keep shooting.
Slingers!
Want to drain as much ammo as I can, because once I've drained the ammo of these guys, they're going off the field as well. Right, cool. Are they left yet? Almost, they're getting there, they're getting there. So, my main intention really is to do my usual method of sieges, where I absolutely throw as much crap at the enemy as possible to do as much damage against the Carthaginian forces as possible. In the hope that we can eliminate a vast majority of their advantages. Obviously, they still have a load of elephants to deal with, as well as some of the more dangerous side of things. So I apologize that the siege is going to be a bit protracted. I may do a mega cut where I record, but like point to the battle where nothing much is happening. I keep in, or I might mention to myself in future editors, you know, pause recording and all that shit. But regardless, my main intention is to lay siege and have this castle secured, well, the city secured as much as possible.
Slingers! No!
Carthaginian Hoplite, give them hell. Suffering moderate casualties, but nothing too serious. And the whole disjointed formation means that we are causing some level of damage. They keep rolling their forces around, which means I can pop more shots, but they're not targeting them. And these guys are way more better, way better. Look at the amount of bloody rocks I've got here. Look at that! Oh my days! Look at the amount of rocks we've got. This is ridiculous. I've never seen so many. At least with archers, it'll be like slightly more dignified. Right, we'll roll off these guys. They're doing a pretty good job. Oh my Gideon. Well, we know where to go when the battle's over. We just throw these back again. GG. And it's also reducing the health, which is the big thing. It's all about reducing the health. I've never really put much value on slingers, I'll be honest with you. They don't honestly seem like to be... Like, some games, they are absolutely devastating to enemy forces. Like, if you catch lightly armored... I mean, admittedly, in this game, if you catch lightly armored forces versus slingers, yeah, they will go through and do some damage. But against infantry... Like, from the mid-game and up, I always will go for archers, because they are the best of both worlds. It's like, they don't have as much damage as a javelin, but they certainly have, you know, but they have much more. They have a better reach of a javelin. You know, may not be as much damage, but they will go through armor, and they will have the option to cause enemies to be afraid of you, and other sort of stuff like that. Whereas, you know, going for slingers, it just doesn't make any sense. Oh my Gideon, they are literally just forming up, and oh my god, the amount of stones. They're just whacking into people. Right, target the Carthaginian infantry, because they are very foolishly standing up. Oh, they instantly know I'm targeting them. Oh nice. You're all taking aim? Except you. Concentrate fire on those dudes there over there. Yep.
Orders.
Right, one group has run out. If you'd like to withdraw.
March! Slingers! Slingers!
So begin that process again. I just love watching enemy forces get melted by archer fire. It's one of those weird things about this game that I love, is I just love unleashing hell on an enemy, and they are powerless to stop it. It's just satisfying. It's like a lava lamp, you know, watching an enemy force get slowly picked away one by one as troops get smacked in the face by archer fire or get rained upon by cannon. It is just satisfying. I do not know why, but it is just satisfying.
This is murder, not battle!
This is murder. Yes, it is. And it's a glorious murder, don't you think? Right. Onagers. Withdraw. If you'd like to withdraw from the battlefield, hopefully you'll be replaced by onagers.
Yours to command!
Are we getting any reinforcements? Yes, more fucking soldiers. Did I ask for soldiers? No!
Ready!
And it's Hopper fucking day. Ah! No, you can leave. I don't need you. I don't need you either.
Back! Withdraw!
Oh, just give me some fucking oh, you can bugger off.
On my order! Slingers!
I just want archers and onagers. Give me archers. Not Spartans. Finally, the gods answer my prayer with some fucking support that I actually can count on. Right, no Spartan light hoplite. No, thank you. Right, we all out of ammo?
Slingers!
More or less.
Orders!
Right, withdraw if you want. Oh my god. Skidate Swordsman, you know what? I will have you because I think you will prove to be of use to me.
Fingers!
But we do finally have some fucking onagers, that's for damn sure. Alright, who's left? Who is left? Who is left? These guys, okay. We've done some pretty decent damage to them. That's 50%. That's 24. So that's pretty cool. We finally have some bloody onagers. I keep calling them onagers. They're not. The ballista. I'm looking at them. That's not an onager. Ballista. That's a ballista. They even say they're ballistas, but my brain goes, that's an onager. I'm just like, no, it's not. Stop calling it an onager. Ah. Brain, function normally. Thank you. You know, the Carthaginian infantry doesn't look too bad. But, again, we hear Spartans taking out. And to a degree, we're doing another little token support. We are taking the city of Carthage, the famous city which, sadly, isn't Alexandria. That's not a thing, but we are, you know, I would say in our own way, we are repeating the story of the glorious Spartan forces as we pushed up to the north. For any of you guys kind of wondering what's going on when I make reference to that, it is because in previous campaigns I tried to do a sort of get to the top, from the top of the world to the bottom of the world sort of campaign. And due to, at the time, Creative Assembly making updates and patches and stuff to the mods which I was using, which obviously sadly was not the most popular or were not the most updated as often, it would result in the campaigns that I would wage being broken due to the mods not working. And unfortunately, it would be very frustrating because I made some pretty decent progress on some of the campaigns, or the Spartan one, which was more of a desperate attempt to get the damn campaigns to work. Instead, it resulted in... why are they running on the spot? Oh no, they're just taking their time walking. That's just lovely. But regardless, we have... but so yeah, basically, it would result in quite a bit of frustration and problems being made because of this. Well, we'll speed things along. So, in doing so, I made a campaign in Attila, known as the Spartans' Return, where basically in Attila time, the Dark Ages, finger quote, as you will, the Spartans made a return, known as the, I think they were known as the Archon something or other, the Archtakios Rebellion or something like that. But really, I just called them Spartan because they're Spartan, and you know, they had Spartan-esque soldiers with Spartan-esque ideology and Spartan. Literally, it was just a Spartan. They were, you know, they started in the settlement of Corinth. They were all, you know, there. You know, they were all set up in the settlement of Corinth. So yeah, they were Spartans. You know, we were gonna have our little old Spartan battle, which is fine, and that's how it was. So for the campaign, and for that entire campaign, I basically fought all the way from Greece to the northern territories of like Norway and stuff, and then we finally pushed back south down, and we went through Britain, into France, into Spain, fighting the Romans as we were, and then we finally pushed east, pushing through Turkey, all the way down to Alexandria, whereupon I finished the campaign having linked up the two armies that had been fighting there for so long. And to me, that was like the ultimate form, because it basically said, hey, all these guys are wavering as well. Nicely done. So there you go. They actually withered away and ran off, but now they're going to go back to these guys. We actually caused a fairly decent level of casualties as well, which I like. Right, question. If I were to withdraw you, would you do the job I require? For some reason you are content to stand there when I've told you to withdraw. Oh boy. This game. So fun, isn't it? That said, though, the onager is just about on scene, he says, praying. You out? Good. On my honor, withdraw. Yes! Oh, goody, more fucking hoplite. Did someone want hoplite? Another periorkai and fucking... They're both periorkai hoplite. I don't want you. You shit. You are the shit, periorkai. Fuck you. You are the crap units I never want to see in my battlefield. But the important thing is we do now have two onagers once again. Right, reform, please, properly. Right, you're out. Withdraw. Have order in this bloody battle. Oh, will you bugger off? Are you, let me guess, hoplite? No, they are, in fact, the Skiratai swordsmen. You know what? I will have the Skiratai swordsmen because they are moderately more useful than others, and I'm needing a few shite quality swords units before we can commit to the assault. So I will tolerate the presence of a shite Skiratai swordsman for now. Right, you two withdraw at the same time. No, 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 no. Why would you do that? Oh, archers. Archers! Yes! Lovely, lovely, lovely. Not what I wanted, though. Oh, hello, hoplite. Oh, no, another unit of Perioikoi hoplite. Isn't that a charm? And, of course, now my armies are all running about like a bloody field. Like bloody mice. Can you not just route like normal people? Look, they're like bloody mice. Why? Why would you do this, you idiots? God damn it. I swear this battle is just me like moving troops up and then making them withdraw, and then moving troops up again, making them withdraw, moving troops up again. It's ridiculous. Right, you route because you're not going to be doing anything useful in this battle. You route because you're not going to be using anything in the battle. Right? Yes? Yes? Okay, good. Oh my god, let me guess. Skiratai swordsman? Yeah, Skiratai swordsman. Yeah, we'll have you in. We'll have you in. That'll be the last of the Skiratai swordsmen, I'll be honest with you. I think that is legit a fair statement. That is the last of the Skiratai swordsmen. Good news is that we also got Smarchers again, which is actually pretty darn nice. Which I'm liking a lot. It's actually quite awesome. So, yeah, we're in for the long one this time, but we will hopefully eliminate a large portion. So yeah, the ammunition we're going to use for this, we're basically going to hammer this sector. And then knock that one for 6. Target the towers. Try and make sure that's fine. Wither these guys down a little bit more with the archer fire. And then we're going to try and stop whoever does whatever. Annoyingly, the siege catapults are... they're almost in time. These guys are actually somewhat not noob, which is nice. What we'll do is we'll have the Spartan, as long as the, well, actually, truth be told, now that we've got enough swordsmen without the, these guys can actually roll up and start shooting. Like, basically, we'll run up, throw some spears, then charge them in, and then we'll send these guys to back them up. Yeah, that's actually not a bad shout. Of course, after having withered the enemy down. Again, this battle is going to be... This episode is all about taking Carthage, but I'm going to do it my way, which is the way of order. Giving myself as much of an advantage in battle, reducing the enemy's casualties by a fuckload before we even commit to the battles. Like a bloody shark in the background. Dana, dana, dana. Right. Once the onagers get into position, we'll start launching more attacks. But this episode is probably going to be fairly long. Right. I mean, obviously, after this, I will happily add, we won't do this kind of video again, where I spend forever on one city. I will obviously change it around, but because this is Carthage, it's quite a significant town, we're going to do the same with Rome. Significant cities like Rome and Carthage are going to be ones where I will focus primarily on the siege, depending on the circumstance. Obviously... Right.
Hold! Your orders!
Right. Concentrate both shots onto that. Please hit most of that. Okay, they did hit. Not what I wanted. They did hit. Nice casualty kills. Also, cavalry kills. I think I counted some of those in our last episode when we were retaking Mothia. It may seem to be that these what are these called? Parasimurium. Maure cavalry? I'd like, if anyone's watching this who knows the pronunciation, I'd like to know how to pronounce it, because I fear I'm butchering it quite badly. But we'll call it, like, mid-tier. We'll call them mid-tier for the sake of it. So these mid-tier cavalry seem to be quite good. As in, it seems to be their more elite cavalry, I should say. Yes! Cavalry destruction. Oh, right into them. Alright, that's a good breach. That's a very good breach. Right. Now, if you'd like to focus on knocking out that tower... They're all shifting position now, but if we can try and neutralize... Yeah, you do that whole not hitting the target as you should. Nice, nice. Right, 66%. Good shit. We can knock out a few more of those dudes. You know, it'd be great if you could hit the target as well. That would be appreciated. Rather than not. I like how that counts. Even though it ricocheted right into some troops. Oh, that's hilarious. I like how none of these houses have respawned. Oh, yes. Good job. Good job. Love the ricochets. Absolutely love the ricochets. Alright, if we could shift now, just get slightly closer. We'll target that tower and hopefully have enough ammo to knock it out. And then we'll be kind of free from any kind of ranged defense from the towers, which will make assaulting this place that much easier. That's a pretty decent level of damage done there. We've now created a giant breach, which is awesome. But now we have to focus on knocking out the last remaining tower and potentially make ready for the assault to happen. Because it's been a while since I've actually been able to have such a large breach before. And I'm getting this with one stack thing, so that's, yeah, it's pretty good so far. Not looking forward to fighting off against the elephants, I'll be honest with you. I think my guys are really going to struggle against the elephants. I think that is going to be... I believe dealing with those elephants will be a trial, to say the least. I don't know if we'll have enough ammo for that. If they keep missing, then yeah, we won't have enough ammo. But... that was a good strike. That was a very good strike, in fact. Did one of those balls just land? It did. It did just land on that. Also, 80. Yes! Oh my god, yes! Fantastic. They did it. They actually bloody did it. I can't believe it. They actually did it in the strike that they did. Well bloody done, you two. Right, switch to explosive round. Fire against that infantry and use what's left. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Bloody brilliant. We've actually achieved our objective with artillery. What is this? This isn't Rome Total War. I know that for certain. Like, I know I could start targeting the walls, but I'm content with this breach right now. We can maybe, I don't know. Can we set fire to the gate? We could if we were desperate. Well fucking done. You guys have done a very good job. I am proud to call you Spartan archers. I am proud to call you ballista with balls. Well fucking done. Well fucking done.
Ready.
Right.
Ready for orders.
Now you can pretty much do this.
Understood.
You guys shift forward, begin to make your way towards... You guys make your way towards the front. Absolutely brilliant job. Very well done, ballista. Like, the other ballista were pretty good at knocking out infantry, but these guys not only ricocheted and did damage to the infantry on that point, but also they did a pretty darn good job in engaging. Well fucking done. Well fucking done. And now I bring my archers right into the glorious position of having... Yeah. They're all at the front. No one's on the walls. They're all given up. Because I think the enemy have just completely stopped the concept of attacking over here. They're like the concept of the attack coming from here. We may have troops that we haven't got a clue about, but...
Ready. Fire
question. Who are you going to shoot at? Yep, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, okay. Let's begin the reformation of these dudes. So you guys will form up here and prepare to launch your attack. You will be the first wave in, as you have all of the dudes, have all the ammunition. You will be susceptible to counterfire, which is regretful, and also you guys probably won't survive as much, which is a shame. But your objective is to provide that extra strong breaching point. Once you've done that, these guys will move up and do their thing.
Enemies?
Right, you guys will line up. I appreciate, by the way, everyone who's decided to watch this with me. I appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. I'm probably one of the last few remaining YouTubers who makes this style of content. As unfortunately nowadays it seems that everyone wants to have the quick cut style stuff, or like the stuff that lasts for like 10 or 15 minutes. Everyone's sort of like, oh my god, an hour or so to watch a video. But it's like, it is an ask. It is quite a long time in terms of video content. But what you get in it, it's like Lord of the Rings. What you get in it, fuck, they've got their peltasts who don't have bodies. Huh. Okay. That's a little confusing. I think there might be a bit of a glitch going on, but luckily because we're not facing the Carthaginians that much.
Your order.
The enemy general is dead.
Where? You for real? He's died. Oh, that's hilarious. I actually did something like that. What in God's name did he think he was going to do? Wow. I killed a general before entering a city. That's a first. Not gonna lie. That is a first. And it's a glorious one at that. Oh, that's hilarious. So that's already another, that's one of the big ones going down. That's like one of their generals. Not their general, not their commanding officer general here, but probably their commanding officer of this army? Probably? Oh, that's just brilliant. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's adorable. That is actually quite adorable. Oh, that's just... Oh, that's made my day. That's actually, honest to God, made my day. Oh. Like, the screen just fluttered for a second, and then when I heard the general was dead, I was like, are you joking? I like how the enemy's getting fed up with being shot at. Hello, I think we've got more issues. But it would appear that the Libyan hoplite, for some reason, are invisible when it comes to being... How adorable. These elephants. They're just like, just sitting in the town, enjoying the time, you know, meeting up friends. The true fate of Dumbo. On the back of a Carthaginian. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm not going to give you the opportunity to throw your blade through my throat. Because, you know, I got more. Right. What we'll do is I think for the sake of fairness, I've put you guys through quite a bit of siege. Like, we've been fighting this now for about 30-40 minutes. So, I think it's only fair for me to start... What is that weird chanting noise? They're all like, what are you doing, coward? And all that noise. And I'm just like, okay, you want shots? I'll give you shots. You're not going to like them, though. Guarantee that.
Move out!
Right, you guys are going to make the first wave. Arguably, I'd like to get these guys go second. Because then they will be the reserves.
Any man who leaves this place will be cut down! Now, show them how soldiers fight! Swords!
Frenzied charge, yeah.
Melee troops! Orders understood!
Reform and get ready for siege.
Orders understood!
Get right up close to them and start pelting them from afar.
Swords!
You guys move into position.
By your command!
I do like these Epi Batoi. They're actually quite a nice infantry. They're not like the best like overall, but like in terms of like what they can achieve in battle, they're a good mid-ranged unit. Very nice for those sort of assaults where you want just to lock someone down, maybe, and instead of just having spearmen, they actually have some other shit as well, which again is nice. Oh, looks like the African cavalry are going to do their thing.
Fire at anyone! Quick march!
Right, they're going to be vulnerable to shot, unfortunately, but that's fine.
Yes, Commander!
Right. You want to shoot me? You want to shoot me?
Get them! Any of them!
Have them back, boyos.
Spartans! Swords! Ready and waiting!
Charge through, charge through.
Swords! Your orders! Double time! Orders!
Oh, are these the guys who have to, like...
For glory! Ready and waiting! Charge! Ready and waiting! Advance now! Understood! Forward! Advance now! Forward! Ready! Hold position! To a for glory! As you command! By your command! Orders understood!
Right, let's commit to the battle, boys.
Quick march!
I've put you through all this shit before.
At your
We
service.
appreciate your dedication and service. We'll get the reinforcements we need, but we also need to start fighting this battle.
Swords!
Already, some of our dudes are beginning to
By your
withdraw.
command! Swords!
It's probably just the elephants terrified them. Yep.
Cut! Engage! Your orders! Charge! At speed! Yes, Commander!
I had a feeling we'd have something like this. Spartan infantry, move up.
At speed! Orders! At speed!
They got driven off really quickly. Reform.
Sparta!
Withdraw.
Break off! Back at the double!
Fight gloriously.
Back! Back! Withdraw! Swords! Yes, Commander!
Those elephants are going to rip me a new one.
Commander!
Yep, you know, at first I thought I didn't think I needed those extra troops or ballista, but you know what? I think I do. Or archers is the more accurate term. Yeah, you know, I think we'll probably need some reinforcements.
Swords! Melee infantry at your command! By your command! Orders! As you command! Orders understood! Advance! Orders! Swords! Ready and waiting! Melee yes, infantry. Commander! Back! Ready for orders! Back. At your service! Ready! Your orders! We await your command! Understood!
Regroup over to there.
Swords! Yours to command! Orders! Ready and waiting! Quick march! Archers! We await your command! Pull back! Commander!
Right, archers move up. We'll have the Spartans roll up, pop some shots.
Swords!
bloody hell.
We await your
You
command.
gonna pop shots? Yeah, pop shots, pop shots. Yeah, you know what? Italian skirmishers, we are gonna do that. We are gonna call in some skirmishers because I'm gonna need some to take care of the
At your
elephants.
service.
Quick march!
Commander. Ready for orders. Double time. Ready and
Orders.
waiting. Yours to command.
Ready for orders!
Melee infantry at your command. Ready for orders.
This is dangerous because they could get easy shots on my rear, but
At speed.
Your orders! Melee infantry ready!
taking some casualties unfortunately, but this is where I get in the peltists and run in. Doesn't help that those guys don't move. Right, you boys, move into position and provide support for those dudes.
Swords.
You're out of it. You're out. Like, you've suffered too many casualties.
Swords. At your service. Orders. Engage. Halt now. Double time.
Ready! At your service!
Right, withdraw.
The double! Orders!
Withdraw.
As you command! Your orders!
Withdraw.
Move out!
We await your command. Orders understood. May your next night take.
These guys are a little bit finicky about where they want to go with what they have. Right, you boys, withdraw. I'll get you guys close here.
Swords. By your command.
Well, that's the last of it!
At your service. Your orders.
You in a minute!
Melee troops awaiting orders.
We got a couple of elephants, which is nice.
Ready for orders. Ready and waiting.
Right, you boys, withdraw.
Quick march. Yours to command. At the
We
double.
can get some cheeky shots into that elephant. That'll be useful. Maybe set them on fire. And actually, that's not a bad shout.
Missile infantry ready!
Get some mercenary toxotes to roll in. Set fire to the set fire to their
Advance.
roll them up and then toss some shots.
Halt. On watch.
Pop shots. Nope. Withdraw.
Advance at speed.
Run.
Double time.
Ready! Orders! Spartans!
Yeah, you're done.
Swords!
You
Yes,
need
Commander.
to do with it. Really? Fuckers are not leaving. God damn it.
Melee infantry.
Swords!
Right, all of you dudes regroup.
Ready and waiting!
Archers, form up. Javelin men,
Yes,
form
Commander.
up. You guys
Archers!
not allowed to shoot anything unless I tell you
Ready
to.
for orders.
Double time. Right, Spartan swordsmen, form up over here.
Me. We
You
await your
guys
command.
form up.
Swords.
You guys will form up and form the next wave
Move out.
when we've taken care of stuff. So these guys, we've pelted them. We've done some damage. Unfortunately, a large portion of our forces got absolutely destroyed. The Carthaginians are still pretty much ready to go.
Archers!
It's now just about getting these guys to move up.
Missile infantry! And the double!
So if you guys want to double up and head over to there, we'll withdraw this unit because they're useless in combat at the moment, and hopefully one of these days the the ballista will want to withdraw them. But at the moment, our remnant Spartan epitoi, yeah, they're gone. Like, our morale has plummeted for them, so that's fine. That's what we need to do.
General!
I'll send in.
Hoplites ready! Yours to command!
Yeah, we'll send him in because he has the inspiration.
Ready. Ready and waiting.
We'll have a few of the
At your
inspirational
service.
generals to move
On
up as
me.
well.
Archers. Take
Set
aim.
fire and cause them to. Let's help. Buildings. Spook the elephants out a bit, maybe. Yes! They're rioting. Only a few shots, but it spooked the elephants.
Now.
A few more shots. Let's terrify those elephants a bit.
Steady, lads. Wait for the word.
Steady there! No need to worry about a few idiots over there!
Come on, lose your shit, elephants. Like you're on fire, elephants. You should be terrified.
Javelin men.
I remember in Rome, the original Rome, in my limited experiences of dealing with them,
Marching
the
from advance and speed.
elephants, once they ran amok, that was it. You've lost control of that unit. And that would mean that anyone with an elephant would result in the elephant basically going completely batshit, running around, and like... It doesn't look like it's doing the
Missile
job.
infantry at
All right.
your command.
Ceasefire on them, focus on them, focus on the
Javelin
peltists.
men. Take aim. Quick
Focus on knocking out that elephant unit then.
Archers. Rebel. Commander.
Pop a shot. Perfect. Knock out them elephants.
What are you all doing? Shouting back there! Get back in ranks!
Yes! Although they're now running amok, right? No.
Stop.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
At
What the
speed.
fuck over there? What the fuck are you doing? Also, how did you die? Idiots. Shoot the elephants.
Quick march.
Ooh, yes, do, please, get over there.
Orders. Take aim.
Get into range, start popping shots. You
Missiles awaiting
counter those
targets.
peltists.
Javelin men. Loose. Missile infantry ready.
We have to kill their elephants, it would seem. Come on, come on. Those javelin men are doing me a beautiful service. Right, withdraw.
Advance at speed.
Shattered, unfortunately. Died uselessly, but they did their job. Right,
Yours to command.
withdraw.
Back. Back. Withdraw.
Right, you boys. You will be the next wave of soldiers to bunch through.
Archers. Yes, commander.
Right, their pelters are quite dangerous, which is a bit of a threat. But we have done some damage to their elephants, at least.
Loose.
Skirmish them out. Roll the cavalry into position. Having massive skirmish battle at the moment. Like, really just the fight to take the city is just... It's in its, like, in major stage, but it's just like...
Archers.
Right, withdraw.
At the double.
This has been an awesome battle, actually. The enemy have presented quite a difficult challenge just trying to get in. Unfortunately, the game has glitched the artillery for withdrawing.
Swords! Archers!
Ready and waiting.
Orders!
Oh, they wish to send their pelters out to say hello. Guarantee you it's not going to work out for them.
At the double!
Might want to withdraw them. Just saying. If you don't, you know what'll happen. Right, get them.
Charge! Break forward! Engage! Charge!
Come on. Almost at the castle walls. Got him. And they can't support them.
Advance! Charge!
Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. Good shit, good shit.
At your service!
They gone? Almost.
To engage!
That's what you get, you scumbags. That's what you get.
Advance! Riders!
Not
Advance!
bad, not bad at all.
Engage! At full glory! Quickly now!
Right, these guys have just arrived on scene brilliantly.
Archers!
Right. If you could do us a humongous favor and pop off that elephant group, that'll make things a little easier for us.
Cavalry! Advance!
They need to shatter. Fantastic. Right, cavalry group. Withdraw.
Swords!
Thank you very much for withdrawing.
Archers! Back, men! Back!
Right, nicely done.
Missiles awaiting targets!
Right, elephants are gone. Fantastic. Good job. Right, go for their African cavalry now. I want to try and reduce their ranged ability to quite a minimal. So far, we've actually done a pretty damn good job in caking out the...
Archers!
Right, their cavalry units are gone. What are they? Toxoteers, of course. Out there, parrying would do us good. They still have a shitload of pelters, but I think we're starting to. I think we are showing the cracks. They're showing the cracks to them. The issue, of course, is that we still need to punch a hole straight through the line, which obviously won't be easy. But we're doing a good job. We're withering them down with as much fire as possible. Ironically, this is where my tactic, which normally is over the top, actually is working not overwhelmingly fine, but like working well enough. Right.
At speed!
Roll to stop more of their archers. Oh my god, you're an angel! Oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I very much require your services, sir. Very much require your services. That is ridiculously awesome of you to arrive. Maybe even we could start potentially making another wall to form up. If there is another unit of onagers that shows up, I will seriously contemplate launching another breach along this area here. It's going to cause a bit of a problem, obviously, because it means that we're going to have to commit to two fronts, but it does mean that one unit will push through here, and then another unit can push through here. But again, it's very much dependent on what we can do. Shit, I don't think we're going to be in range. Like, if we get any closer, the enemy will start using their archery forces on us. Alright.
Advance at speed! We await your command!
No, not quite. We need
Fire on the enemy!
Oh my god, you're an angel. No. Withdraw. Shit.
At speed.
Oh, we got more javelin men. Fantastic. Right, okay. Archers withdraw for now. Don't do anything silly. We're going to just withdraw for a bit. Stop letting them have the advantage. This is going to be very useful. Right, you two will now move up to the left here. And we will launch our renewed offensive against the Carthaginians. We're going to blow up this section of the wall, giving us a nice little sector to cover when it comes to dealing with penetrating the city. Issue is, it's a little tight-nipped in comparison to the open space here. We could, if I really wanted to, go over here, which will give us 2 areas, but the issue is that part of the wall would still separate us. And it would basically mean that they'd only have to extend their line only slightly to the right. Whereas over here, this is a whole new sector which we need to cover in order to ensure absolute security and victory on this. Of course, we're going to have to wait till the onagers arrive, but I think that's not really going to be too much of a problem. Once we've done that, I'll send the javelin men to focus on those elephants to knock them out. Because it seems we can't use the elephants against the enemy, so now all we have to do is we'll focus on using the javelin men that we know against the enemy. But it looks like we are weathering them down a bit. Like, I think the enemies have cost us a bit of casualties, unfortunately. But so has enemies. So have we against them, which is important to note. We just have to slowly but surely break through the lines. And once the ballista have rolled in. This is our last set of ballista, by the way. So once they're done, that's it. We have to rely solely on the infantry and equipment that we have, which sucks. We can do it. I mean, I've got a shitload of hoplite ready and raring to go. But obviously, it's going to cost us dearly. I'm going to commit the Skidate and the Epipatoi first because they are more sacrificial and less required for defense. But at the same time, it's still going to be quite an epic siege. And again, we have the ballista, which we can use to blow out 2 sections. I'd like, ideally, to have 3 sections of the wall, like so, because then it will give us a nice little bonus. But if the primary area is just 2 points here, that's fine. That'll do. They still do have quite a ranged advantage as well with their African cavalry, but if we can just keep the enemy busy, I think we'll be okay. We just have to make sure that their Carthaginian hoplite will well, my hoplite will have the morale boosting effect, whilst their hoplite will not. And the issue is, most of these guys are fresh recruits. I mean, my Spartans are pretty good in combat, obviously, but they are not perfect, which is where these guys will come through. If we can break through. Oh boy, this is going to be a long siege. But it's worth it. It is so worth it. You know, at this point in the battle, the game probably would have ended with a Carthage. If I'd had a timer, this battle would have been over already, but the wonders of a siege is that it will take forever. It's the sun. Truth be told, what would have been cool is if the sun just slowly starts to go towards a set point. So, like, time is still going on, but instead of fighting to a point where the sun just goes down, it instead just goes to a point where it starts to go into night. So perks of night fighting start to go into it. That would have been cool. Not in a sense a day-night cycle, but it would have been kind of cool to have it so that if the battle lasts too long, if you have unlimited time on, instead of the battle just ending with you saying, well, that was a victory or a loss, it instead results in you having a, instead it results in it turning into a night battle. And if your commander has the ability to fight in night battles, his army doesn't suffer a massive penalty or something like that. You know, something that will just make fighting in the open, or fighting at siege, that's potentially really awesome. Anyway, let's have at this section of wall.
Now!
Hopefully it's going to work. That'll be useful. 20%. Would be really handy if most of those shots had hit. It's a shame we can't get all of these dudes to fall back. Oh, stop flying over the top. Stop flying over the top. Come on, that's like so many wasted shots. We have to get closer. You know what? I'm going to get closer.
At speed!
Like, we're just going to roll up a little closer. I don't have the fear of getting shot except for that area, of course. Have to be aware of that. Let's shift a little bit to the right. Oh, that's sorry. So we're going to get a little closer. Try and see, to mitigate that whole getting blown up advantage a bit, so that we have better accuracy, because I really am determined to get this section of the wall knocked out. And if that means I've got to get closer, then that means I get closer, you know? It means probably going to end up missing more, but you know what, screw it.
Fire!
He misses with them just as much, GG. Not really what I wanted. Could you not miss? Like, seriously, we're wasting so many shots of it going over the top towards the person's house next door. Like, unless you're targeting a tower behind them, surely it should be easier rather than... Just, please stop wasting shot. So we'll just fall down to their deaths. Like, 2 shots missed perfectly. 1 shot has missed perfectly. We are wasting so much people on the... We're wasting so much ammo. Come on. Like, the people who came after you did a beautiful job. They, like, wiped the floor with the wall that was there. And you can't hit shit for brick. Like, barn door here. And you're struggling to hit it. Every time, the amount of bloody rocks that are piling up over in the center of it. Bloody... Thank God you destroyed that. But now you need to do that with half ammo. If you had a shitload of ammo, then sure, that would be fine. But you don't. You really, really don't. The only thing is, I can't even tell you where to aim. Unlike in Divine Terra. Let's just bring up this one section of wall. Like, if we can destroy both sections, that'll be fine. Like, I'm severely happy if we just only can do 2 sections of the wall. Come on, stop missing. Please. Hit the target. Hit the target that's right in front of you. No. Oh, come on. Are you serious? 3 shots.
Oh,
fucking... I'm going to put you almost point blank range to that. Get closer. Please. Hit the target. In comparison to your counterparts who came here early, you are the worst artillery in the game.
Take aim!
Come on. Hit the target, please. If we don't get to destroy the wall because you don't hit enough, it's taking the piss now. Come on! Don't do this to me. You're point blank at the wall. You're practically smacking it right into it. Like, we're in your minimal range bias. How can you get worse? Do I have to go further away to make sure it's accurate? I think I do. Because you've missed so many shots that you should have hit. We're not going to destroy the wall, are we? You've missed so many shots that the wall is not going to get destroyed. That is actually taking the piss. I cannot describe to you how fucking annoying this is. Holy Jesus Christ. Well, okay.
Ballista!
I'm not happy with you, but you know what? You actually did what I asked. So, for the sake of forgiveness, I will forget, or in this case, I will forgive the shit, and I'm not talking like, oh, bad shots here and there. No, I'm talking absolute worst bloody shooting by artillery in this campaign so far, without doubt. But what I will happily say is that you achieved your objectives. Barely.
You know, lads, I don't like the look of them.
Racist. Anyway, wonder if we get the skin-tie swordsman to burn down the gate. Right, so we finally destroyed the walls on the right-hand side, which means now we can begin the concept of attacking on both fronts.
Double time! Allied troops awaiting orders. At the double! We await your command. At speed!
Actually, screw it. 4 units on the right, 3 on the left. We know what's going to happen here. We'll send the skin-tie swordsman up to knock down the gate as well, causing the fire damage. Javelin men relocate to like the right-hand side and get some cheeky side shots onto the elephants so we can destroy them. Because if we kill them, then the morale debuff that they cause will be absolutely brilliant. Of course, we're going to take some fire, but that's the whole point. Your job is to knock out the elephants.
Now! Advance at speed!
Please, let me have this.
Loose!
Fuck yes. Make it easier for me to kill you. Yep, you do. I remember when I first encountered elephants in my Rome Total War experience. Legit, I had no idea how to terrify them except for fire arrows. And then when someone said, I think it was Prince of Macedon, when he made a video making one of his battle report videos where he would talk about like what so and so did and how he handled it or whatever. He basically said, he's like, this guy's basically bringing a load of elephants into the battle, but what I guess he doesn't realize is that because I have loads of javelin men, I can counter that. And ever since then, I was just like, oh my god, it's javelins! Speaking of which, woo! Elephant problem is no longer a problem. Fantastic. Right, you guys, burn down the gate.
Missiles awaiting targets!
This is probably one of the most epic sieges I've had in my Rome Total War career.
Take aim!
Pop shots against that militia, make them regret being born. They're going to run out of ammo at some point.
Ready for
Right,
orders.
you boys have taken care of that now, which is brilliant. All these guys are damaged except you. They have reinforcements, unfortunately, but they are also not exactly a big fan of that.
Javelin men! Swords ready and waiting! Javelin men!
Right, you're out. Good. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Spear infantry, at your command! Swords! Commander! Quick march! Our plateaus ready! Yours to command! Orders!
You will move up and back them up.
Ready for
You guys will move, back them up. We'll wait until this gate is somewhat nearly on fire before we commit, but I will...
Allied troops awaiting orders!
Oh, hello. They want to try it?
Swords!
They are honestly wanting to try it. Oh, no, they're not. Imagine coming out. Come on, guys, we'll go get them! Oh, you cheeky motherfucker. Yeah, they're gone. You know what? Never mind! Oh, they're running into my dudes. Yeah, I was going to say, not the most intelligent maneuver. Though then again, running into an army...
Keep your aim low! Hit them in the back bellies!
Right, looks like they're bringing their reserves out.
Orders!
Begin the charge.
As you command. Melee troops. Quick march.
Charge, charge, charge.
Swords! We await your command.
Right, the hoplite has begun its move. These guys are going to be the dudes who will be...
Swords!
Right, gatehouse is on fire. It's getting there.
Yours to command.
Charge!
Archers!
Ooh, target their cavalry.
By your command.
Opportunity of a lifetime here. Reform,
And
a
the
little
double.
bit. It's a little bit risky with all their Punic.
Swords! Your orders? Melee infantry ready. Hoplite!
Where's the commanding officer on the right flank? There you are.
Commander! At the double! By your command!
Spartan hoplite, make a push.
Swords!
Ready. Loose.
Oh,
Fire. You're ready and waiting.
charge, charge, charge. Infantry, make a push. Here we go, boys. The battle is nigh.
Hoplite is ready! We await your command!
It's here. We're pushing. We're doing it.
Move out! Yours to command! Melee infantry!
Once this gatehouse is destroyed, we'll be able to launch our own little push.
Traveling men!
Right.
Melee infantry! For glory! Charge! Swords!
We await your command.
Swords! Melee infantry ready! After double! Swords! For glory! Melee infantry at your command! At your service! Yours to command!
Here we go, boys. The victory is coming.
Charge! Swords!
Is that gatehouse on fire? Not yet.
Hoplites! Ready for orders! Yes, Commander! Melee troops awaiting orders.
Right. You guys, concentrate fire, or concentrate your battles going through there. You guys begin to get some revenge on those Carthaginian pelters and arseholes.
Ready for
Keep pushing.
glory. Ready. Forward!
Right, castle gates are on fire. Get ready to punch a hole through.
Hoplites! Understood. Archers! General! Melee cavalry ready! Swords! Forward! By your command! Swords! And for glory! Commander!
Yours to command.
Swords!
Commander.
How you guys doing?
Ready!
Punch up through, punch up through. Come on. Come on. Once that wall goes down, you will make a glorious charge.
Hoplites ready!
Charge!
Hoplites ready!
Get through that door. Hit those mercenary Libyan hoplite.
To arms! Your orders? Melee infantry ready! Engage! Orders? Yes, Commander! Ready and waiting! Advance! Ready for orders! At speed! At service! Melee troops!
Come on. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Go for those dudes.
Forward! For glory!
You getting up? You alive? No, he's taking too much damage.
By your command! Swords! Charge! Hoplites ready! Ready!
Break a hole through, come on.
Ready for orders! By your command!
Melee infantry.
Yours to command! At your service! Yours to command! At once! Charge!
Keep fighting, boys. We've got the peltast now.
Swords!
Your orders! To arms!
We await your command.
The only thing keeping these boys back is these archers. Actually, fuck it. Punch a hole through. Come on. Start pushing through the town. Hit the midsection. Hoplite, join them. Really start hitting them now.
Hoplite is ready! Spearmen, ready for orders.
One of you boys come up to the top, start causing problems. You two start engaging. You two start destroying. Punch a hole through, come on. Yeah, you fucked up when you started attacking these dudes.
Engage! Ready for orders. For glory!
Enemy forces have broken in the center. We've finally broken the resolve of these dudes. Let's go into the city center. Over an hour and a half recording time is this battle. The Spartan forces have driven the Carthaginians back in an epic scourge. Scourge. In an epic battle. The enemy commander stands ready and willing to defend himself to the last man.
We await your command.
The Carthaginian forces in the area begin to rout all over, desperately trying to turn the tide, in a desperate bid to try and escape the Spartan tide. Having withstood a crap load of damage, having withstood immeasurable amounts of destruction, the Carthaginian forces have now finally begun to withdraw. But the Spartans, having been bloodied by the immense casualties, still press forwards.
Swords! By your command, ready for orders.
And now the last commanding force arrives back as they charge into the rear of this general. And they're all swords.
Your orders!
Your orders.
Melee infantry ready!
These Sacred Band are apparently green dudes. Potentially.
Swords! As you command, orders. By your command. Swords!
Charge!
By your command.
Come on, last one to break. Seems fitting. And that's done. The day is done. The battle against the Carthaginian horde is over. That was a pretty epic battle. In-game time, it took it almost 2 hours. But obviously for us, we were like a few minutes faster. But our Carthaginian foe has lost his best city. And it was actually a surprisingly good battle. Like, I didn't think it was going to be as epic as it was. But, like, when I thought, okay, guys, I've given you, I've shot the enemy enough, like how I would normally, instead, we actually get a massive push back. Like, the Carthaginians really hammered us from aggressive point of view. Like, I think we've definitely lost a couple units. And they, like, completely wiped the floor with my initial foray into it. Which is actually kind of impressive. And it actually forced me to go back to that same tactic, which is actually pretty awesome. So on one aspect, it's a shame that we lost troops. But on the other aspect, it was awesome. You know, that I had to keep up with the same tactics and change up how it was, because they would not let me in their settlement. That was a glorious way of doing it. But as with all particular battles, they must come to an end. And the Carthaginian forces have failed to defend their own city. We did lose, unfortunately, one Spartan Epibatoi, which does suck, but we did gain a lot of experience. Is it this team? 15, 10, 44, 58. Oh, we even lost a javelin man. So we did lose some dudes, but in comparison to the 3 armies that the Carthaginians had, yeah, no chance. Boom.
At your command.
Carthage is ours. And now we must make ready for what will obviously be a pretty rough, Really? Oh, really? Question, do you have any benefits? You do. Right, we'll turn you into that. Turn you into destruction. Dust. I can't. For some reason, I can't do anything with that. We do have things I need to recruit from here, but we'll get rid of that and turn that into something beneficial. Obviously, our culture is going to be a bit of an issue.
Docking. Ready for orders.
Right.
We hunger for battle.
Ready for orders.
Ready for orders.
Right, you've taken, in a sense, the least amount of casualties, so I want you out of the settlement. You have taken a fairly decent amount of casualties, and I want you in the settlement.
At your command.
You can move through the settlement.
The way is blocked.
No, it's not.
On the move. Ready for battle.
You have taken a substantial amount, but you're also not that badly injured. You have 12 dudes, so I could probably have one unit move up towards the borderline.
At once.
How can I be of assistance?
There you go. Unfortunately, you missed out on the battle, regretfully. Basilisk Biters. You are magnificent, but do not worry. Holy fuck balls! How much? Oh! Oh! Holy shit, boys. And apparently we get access to some pretty awesome troops. Yes, we do. That's a lot of stuff to do. Holy shit. That's a lot. That is actually quite a bit. So there you go. Carthage is ours, and victory has been achieved. So in the next episode, which, yeah, damn. So yes, that is the next episode lined up. Also, question, you have recruited, haven't you? No, you have not. So, yes, we have done it. Carthage is now under our control, and the Carthaginians will now start to become more of us. And in the next episode, we can then begin to move our troops out towards the town of Utica, whereupon we will finish off the Carthaginian base of operations for good, and begin the process of planning the next conflict, which is to head up north here. But don't forget also, I also kind of want to start focusing on the midsection of this area, because we still do have to worry about the Samnites. But what we've just done means the Samnites are... yeah, the Romans fucking love us for what we've done to Carthage. So I think we are... I mean, they hate us, but I don't care. We are definitely in a good position, though what I will do is I will transfer maybe a majority of the armies. So instead of having like 5 armies, well, yeah, 5 armies, we'll probably have like 2 or 3, and then have the rest of the forces shift back over to Italy, and then they can take part in actual big battles to take over the world away from them. But no, that said, we've done a pretty damn good job. We've taken Carthage, the big one, and now we have to just secure Utica to ensure dominance of the region. And then, of course, we can start the long-winded process of pushing north. But that is going to be it from me. I hope you have enjoyed this particular episode. It has been an extremely long one. In fact, question.
None shall pass.
Yeah, they have reinforcements on the way. 62, 64, 62. Screw it, we'll do it. Close victory. Suffered heavy casualties, unfortunately, but we can occupy it. Will cause some problems, obviously. Yes. Can't afford you. Can't afford to have you. We'll dismantle you. Dismantle you. But now... So yeah. So in short, we've won. Yay! And we've actually secured Africa. And we've knocked out the Carthaginian forces HQ, which means all of their forces are now suffering attrition due to them not having a place to work with. And because they've got no money at the moment, holy crap, we can now begin to have a more of a mop-up operation. So Utica is now ours, and we've secured it. We had the same town settlement. But yeah, that's a good way to finish. That doesn't mean, of course, that the Carthaginians are done for. We still have a lot of enemy forces to deal with, but now they will no longer be as much of a threat. Anyway, I've recorded and done enough for this episode, so I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed the longest siege I've done in a single recording session, and I hope to catch you on the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.